Okay. Am I streaming? Oh no. On 3000 bitrate as well, that's crazy. Am I... If I'm getting this on 3K bitrate, that's silly. That's so silly. I don't know why my internet does this sometimes. Okay, it seems to... Okay, it was like fine for like a second or two, and now it's just back to being 4 seconds per. Oh god. Very strange. But anyway, hello Cole, welcome. Welcome to a mining stream, which may or may not be uh may or may not be laggy. But you know what? We'll push through it. Maybe it'll have to just be a short stream. We'll find out, I guess. We'll find out. But regardless, how is everything? I haven't streamed in longer than I would have liked to have. Um, I was gonna do like there was a couple of times in the past few days where I was like, oh, I want to stream, but then like it just busy. The time passes. Like I don't want to start streaming at like 2 a.m. 2 a.m. fucking 3 a.m. streaming. Like I may be awake and I may be free technically at that time, but I am not going to stream at 3 in the morning. That is it's a little bit silly. But either way. Um yeah, I don't know what was going on. A part of me is thinking like maybe because this may just have to be might have to be what it is just because of connection and everything. If it's going to be like this, then there's kind of no point in mining. Um, maybe I do the mod pack, maybe. Um, I don't know. We'll find out. I generally don't mind if it lags a little bit, but if it's if it's unplayable, then it's a bit annoying. But hello, Ank. Welcome. Welcome to a mining stream of all time. And you know what might happen this stream? If I am able to mine at least a little bit, well, that's the problem. I'd need to mine a decent amount to do it, but I am. I'm not going to do raft. I'm not going to do raft. Uh, raft. I need. There's still shit I need to do with raft, which is annoying because like it's like so fucking close to being done. It's so close. But once I am done with raft, then I can make that Reddit post, and then there'll be a video on it, and then I may or may not stream it. Although I don't feel like I would stream it because I wouldn't have anything to do on it. But um, anyway, I'm almost at 30,000 coal weight, which is a real nice milestone. Problem is problem is I'm still quite far away, even though 35 coal weight. That's still that's like that's definitely more than like 2 hours, and that's 2 hours of like good gaming, as opposed to you know Australian ping gaming, Australian ping stream gaming. You love Macash Reddit. I think I privated Macash Reddit. I think. Pretty sure that I did that. In before it's still there. In before Macash Reddit still exists. But I'm pretty sure I privated it. Because I'm not going to moderate that. Moderation? Nah. Imagine moderating. Imagine being a mod. Number stream 23, it is indeed Cooper. It is indeed the 23rd stream, which I just realized the 13th stream was a bit fucked, and now the 23rd stream is, having ping issues. The every 10 streams thing, it's happened again. It's actually happened again, chat. Like the 13th mining stream had some issues. I can't remember what it was, but there were some issues there. And now the 23rd one is having issues as well. This is crazy. What, like, am I going to have issues on the 33rd mining stream? Like, what is this? I mean, what I don't really get is why my internet sometimes, for no reason in particular, just shits itself. Like, right now, it is absolutely shitting itself. I've got no upload chat. It's cringe. It's bad and cringe. Got 100 upvotes on your comment when you got number 1 XP. Yeah. The number 1 XP post was pretty good. Mining stream 33, your computer blows up. True. Mining stream 43, I blow up. But not in the good way. Not in the way that where your channel gets thousands and thousands of people watching it. No, I just spontaneously combust. Horrible scenes. Might be preferable to this lag though, not gonna lie. The lag is abysmal. And I hate it. I hate it so much. It's just not pleasant to play in. Well, at least I know it's a me issue. And I kind of always knew it was a my connection issue, but I can at least tell when it happens as well. I can tell when the connection is going to say, you know what, I'm out. Combusting is downtime. That is very true. Very, very true. We can't have any downtime while I'm trying to get my Okay, well if the game would respond, that would be great, but if I can get my number 1 XP back, that'd be great. Most likely won't happen, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And what it is probably a macro, but they do exist. Yeah, this is really bad. I could have like a chat poll for it's Macash mining stream. Ah, no, it's got hypixel skyblock in the title. See, if I just had it as Macash mining stream, I could do any other form of mining. In theory. In theory, I could just go into, I could go into the mod pack and mine. I could do loads of different things. Why do you lag? Isn't it so annoying? Yeah, I don't know why sometimes the internet is just like not it. Really shit and cringe. Because I can tell when it happens. When I do a speed test, usually the upload is a lot more than 4. Usually it's a lot more than 4 megabytes per second. But for some reason, right now, it's on that, it's on that 4 megabytes per second grind. Mine the whole Limbo Island? Could do that. In before it's too laggy to even mine Limbo. How come I'm not lagging in Limbo? Can I ST ping in Limbo? I can. Well, I mean, I can send the command. I don't know if I'll get anything back. Let's see. Okay. We we were good for 5 ST pings. That was great. Just play single player and strip mine. Honestly, I might. I actually might. The thing is with my survival world is that I need to get netherite. I need to get more netherite than I need to get diamonds. So even if I like spent the entire stream mining diamonds in my vanilla survival one, it would not be what I need. And then mining netherite is also just a pain in the ass because like, you know, you could just like mine with your pick. You could do that. But then your pickaxe durability dies. You have to find nether quartz to repair it. Um, Realistically, you want a tunnel bore, like a TNT dupe tunnel bore, which I could make, but then it's not really a mining stream. That's a tunnel bore designing stream, you know? It's not the title, chat. It's not the title. Why no mining? Because my connection is dead. It's gone. It died. Much like Hypixel did a few hours ago. I don't know why, but like Hypixel itself just crashed multiple times. And then it crashed earlier today. And then I couldn't join for a bit. But I'll try Hypixel Nerd. I'll try. I'll try my very hardest to get to get some mining done. Help your Wi-Fi. Yeah, my connection is not it right now. Not it at all. But I'm not on Wi-Fi, I'm on Ethernet. If I was on Wi-Fi then, you know, then this sort of connection would be understandable, but Ethernet is what you need. You want that wired connection. Hold? Good connection? No way? No. Unfortunately not. That's just going to be like the topic of today's stream is just... It's just going to be like the fucking internet for like the next few minutes. What country do I live in? I live in the UK. So I should have a very good connection. Well, I say very good, a decent connection. 110 is like is a good ping for me. 110 to 140. Anyways, how are you all doing in chat? How are things? How are things with everyone? Then beg Hypixel put servers in the UK. Well, in theory, they, you know, maybe with the update going to 1.20, they'll have transfer packets, and then in theory, they can have EU servers, and that would be great. EU servers would be a wonderful thing. There would be no ping difference, and you know, everything would be great. Everything would be wonderful. If I had like 30 ms ping. Imagine my fucking mining XP rates, chat. My mining XP rates with 30 ms ping, or just sub 50 ms ping in general. Holy. Not sure how much it would really affect this type of mining, but it'd probably affect it a little bit. Probably would. Imagine I get 12 million XP per hour. That'd be crazy. You should move to the United States to not lag in hypixel skyblock. So real. Real and true. Nah, I quite like the UK actually. Why you have stick in inventory? That is a bejeweled handle that you get from corpses. I'm guessing is what I got it from. One of the corpses I've looted. You like the US? Oh, good for you. Holy lag. You thought it was a Necron handler? Imagine I just like buy a stack of them. Just have like 64 bill almost in a single inventory slot. I mean, you can kind of have that with Black Sheep, can't you? Although I've been hearing that skin prices have been dropping. Is that a thing that has actually happened, or is that rumor just, fake news, factually incorrect, misinformation, if you will? It is weird how like people say misinformation instead of a lie. Technically, it's different. It's like the way that it's done, but still fundamentally the same thing. It's just lies. Ah, shit. Okay, hold on a mo. So my mouse ran out of battery. And now I need to change it. No one is offering coins for skins. It is mostly skin for skin trades. Okay. So it's just hard to cash out. That might be one of the reasons for the downfall of skin values. If it's hard to cash out and you really need cash, like if you want to liquidate, because that's generally why at least some people are buying skins. It's just because they want, they want to get in on the trade, they want to get more money. Because it's a high net worth thing, and like in theory they're worth a certain amount. But if you can't sell them for that certain amount, then are they really worth that amount? And then when you need a lot of liquid coins for whatever it may be. Jesus Christ, the lag. Okay. Yeah, let me finish my point though. So yeah, you need a lot of liquid coins for something, and then the price of skins in theory will crash. But yeah, that's just a theory. We'll wait to see if it actually happens. But the annoying thing is, chat, I knew that my internet was bad because I checked it before the stream. I did a speed test. I saw that the upload was bad, and I was like, fine, I'll just put my bitrate down, and in theory, my game should run fine. Maybe I should have tested it. Fair enough, but I don't really want to go lower than 3,000 for bitrate. Like when you go lower than 3,000, that's when it's like, that's when you really start to notice how shit the quality is. So it's a little bit of a balance there. Balance between quality and being able to play the game, unfortunately. But unfortunately, I might not be able to do both. Can't play the game and can't stream. What the hell? Oh, it's you. Hello, Kleiner. Welcome to one of the laggiest streams of all time. I'll say one of, because Garen, saying the laggiest stream of all time is definitely it's a hard bar to beat. I'm your number one Vang supplier, but I can't get any in the next few months since I'm doing 5,000 nucleus runs. It's alright, man. It's alright. I wouldn't be able to, well, I mean, I would hope that I'd be able to open a Vanguard even with my connection at the moment, but it would definitely be difficult. Definitely. It's such a shame because I can't really do anything else in skyblock either with this poor connection. Because a connection is just going to affect everything. Like if I did any other type of mining, it would still have issues. Um, if I did quite literally any other grind, it would also still have issues. I can't really reset the stream because that would just be a bit of a pain in the ass. I mean, I can, but like the way if I was to reset the stream, I would need to I need to lower the bitrate to actually have any effect. And it's already at 3,000. Basically, suffering, chap. In a nutshell, suffering. I could do a stream where I do bazaar flipping, but that's dead as hell. And also, that would still have lag. Would even be able to open the bazaar. Is your Wi-Fi getting old, perchance? It's not Wi-Fi, it's Ethernet. And I'm pretty sure it has nothing to do with age, but I don't know what is the current cause of why I'm getting like fucking 4 megabytes per second upload. No idea. You got a fortified silverfish? Nice. Very nice. Fortified silverfish? Hell yeah. It's a relatively expensive skin. Oh, it doesn't say the price. I'm pretty sure they're a few hundred mil, I think. I believe. I think they're expensive. $600 million. Jeez. Jeez. Let's go. And my perfect onyx filled immediately. Oh yeah. Making money. I sold my G-Drag. I got another one on the way as well. So I've got a little bit of money. But I'm still trying to sell my bits. That is the thing I'm trying to do. But the problem is like 168k to I think it was 248. No, it's 242. It's just not high enough, unfortunately. It's like barely on the edge of being worth it. So I might actually do it just because I kind of want to sell some bits. But it's like, it's really on the edge of being worth it. Very, very barely worth it. I think I'll only stream for like an hour just because of the internet. It is unfortunately not something that I can really ignore too much. But I'll try my best. Oh dear. Anyways, how is like things just how are things going? Flowing even. One of the other things actually, hold on a minute. In the hub, the the community fucking thingy. Community chest. But what's it called? Hold on a minute, hold on a minute. What's it called? This doesn't like help my style of streaming either. If I want to like go to a bunch of different islands. Community, tell me. Project, that's what it was. Yeah, the community project. Yeah. City project fishing outpost has been completed. So unfortunately I can't get any more fame, but I did do enough for the memento, which I don't really care about, but I have it, so that's cool. They need to stop giving out so many trophy items, personally. In my personal opinion, just because, like, I don't have the space for them. In fact, I'm expecting that they're going to give out so many trophy items that on my island, I've repurposed this area, this chest area, all for these spam trophy items that they're giving us. Like, look at this shit. There's too many. If you spam out trophy items, especially if you're doing one every single carnival, it's just, it's too much, man. It's too much. Carnival shouldn't really give out 3 trophy items per carnival. 3 whole trophy items. At least Spooky's only 1. But you've also got Spooky and I think, oh yeah, you got Bingo every month. There's just too many trophy items. There needs to really be a place to put just infinite trophy items, especially ones that are soulbound, so you can't put them in chests. Because with chests you can store a shit ton of those trophy items. You can load them up with chests. With the soulbound ones, you obviously can't put them in chests, so you need to put them somewhere. There needs to be like a museum type thing for them. Because you can't use a museum for it either. Because there's a limited amount of spots for them. And in the museum, you'd rather things that have some value in them. So you can at least get your museum value up, which is... I actually don't know if it's even... If it even, like, actually helps you at all. Because I think nowadays with museum, you just need to have, like, a bunch of random different items. And then you can get your museum level up. Whereas it used to be just, like, museum value gives you... gives you rewards. So I'm pretty sure that's not a thing anymore, so you don't actually need to shove your museum full of random shit just to get coins. To get coins in there. Whereas the ones that are soulbound, so you either void them or they are stuck in your storage. Yeah. That is one option. You could just void all of the trophies that they give you. But imagine the scenes where, for some reason, that one that you voided is worth a shit ton of coins because it's like, oh, it's the first carnival one, and therefore, it's valuable. Or maybe you got high in the carnival, so you got top whatever it is, and then like, oh, somehow that's valuable now. That's what you want to avoid. Is just accidentally voiding some valuable item. In reality, they're probably never going to be valuable. But it's the in theory, chat. In theory, they could be. Just so you know, Maurice, you should... Wait, who's Maurice? You should put a jade instead of topaz on your manually commission drill because pristine doesn't affect comm speed. Yeah, I guess so. But like, in theory, when you get pristine, there may be a higher chance of it multiplying the drop. And then I think that might affect the speed of it. Maybe it's less worth it than fortune, but then maybe it's not. See, if the gemstone there doesn't count flawed, because what I think it does is it counts flawed the same as um, rough. In which case, it's still pretty good, because if it multiplies the gemstones that you get, then it's, you know, it's still good. But yeah. It depends if it doesn't count the flawed ones or not. But it should. It doesn't, I tested. Damn. Is it good for money at least? Have I been getting lots of coins from my +2 pristine? I can't imagine it's much faster anyway though, because it's like 60 fortune. 60 fortune is nice, but I can't really... I don't know. Don't know if it would really be much faster. It's only for gemstones as well anyway. Everything else I use this draw. Citrine and Onyx are basically worthless, and Aquamarine or Peridot are a bit more money, but not a lot, compared to 5% faster comms. 5% fa- Is it really 5% faster just from 60 fortune? Is it really? I don't know. 60 fortune does 5%. I remember I had gems in here to switch out. Like, these 3 gems I have to switch out for the last gem slot in all of these. 3% faster comms is 3% more XP. 60 fortune is like 1/30th, so it's more like 3%. But it is more XP. Yeah, I guess so. You can argue that it is more XP. And therefore, it is good. Hmm. Maybe. I am stubborn though. It might take my coins over 3% more XP, I'm not sure. It's starting to become a little bit more playable, but barely. Very much so barely. It's at least a little bit more playable. But the lag, chat. The lag. My god. There was some ice guy talking about his methods or something in here and saying it's secret, and I'm still so interested because I can't think of any other way than Jerry Island or the ice around corpses in Shaft. Yeah, I remember OT was talking about that. But he's like doing exams or revising for them or something, so I think he said like April he'd be back? I don't know. That was in that stream where I did a bit of the mod pack and went to Mars. And you know what? I could do the mod pack. I could. Maybe it'd be a good idea. Maybe the mod pack is a good idea because of the connection. And entirely because of it. But then the title, man. Title gets fucked. But if number one ice has been doing that for years, we would have seen him in Jerry Island. I feel like number one ice is probably mining on Private Island. But then I'm pretty sure Private Island ice isn't affected by mining fortune. Because you really need ice to be affected by mining fortune for it to be anywhere decent manual. I do not know. Maybe he somehow got his own, like, private Jerry Island. Private Jerry Island every time Jerry comes round. And he just, like, farms ice. But he said that's not the method. Yeah. Realistically, OT knows. We don't know, but OT knows. And now I want to know. I like to know all the mining stuff. But OT knows and we don't. Apparently OT... Well, from the sounds of it, it's like OT is going for number one ice. Or maybe trying to go for like number 2 or 3 or something. He's taking my spot, chat. I can guarantee you that. He's taking my ice. Also, it is quite crazy how low I am in Umber and Tungsten compared to Glaciate. Like, Glaciate, I'm 20th. But Umber and Tungsten, I'm well far down in that. It's just like gravel is affected by fortune, but not spread. I mean, spread doesn't work on the private island. If that's what you mean. I would have thought gravel would be affected by spread just in general. I mean, I'm pretty sure it is. Warp spider. Do I even have any spread? I do have spread. Where's the gravel? I've definitely forgotten where the gravel is. Here we go. Yeah, you got spread. Yeah, not on the island. It's a shame that they did that to the private island. The cobble gen stuff was... I wish we had cobble gens again. Because I'd actually just love to go in the cobble gen. Just sitting there, getting my cobble collection up. I missed that, because I designed so many of those... I designed all of the gens. I designed those gens, man. The wall gen, the freaky looking gens. I had some interesting looking gens. Let's take a look at my gen designing spree, if you will. Look at this. I made all these gens and now you can't use them anymore because no spread. It's so sad. I mean, they changed how spread works anyway, so they'd probably break with the new way that spread works, but maybe they wouldn't. Maybe some of them would be better, actually. Oh, hello, OT. We were talking about, yeah, I saw you, yeah. Bro was summoned, exactly. We need to know. We need to know the ice, the knowledge of ice. The ice strategies. Whether I'm going to be passed in ice anytime soon by yourself, or maybe someone else. Will I go down to 4th? Will it happen? Will I become 2nd, maybe? Next time I collect my minions? Probably not, but... It is what it is. Right, time to go one by one. Ooh. Oh, thank you, Oti. Thank you for the pound. Oti has donated £14 so far. Thank you so much. About the Jerry Island, they're there quite a bit, but it's still a low method. Ah. You can only do it temporarily as well. Not great for when you want to grind something. It's only there temporarily. Imagine if you could only do glaciate for a limited amount of time. That'd be very sad. Or any other grind in this game. There was limited time grinding. That'd be a yikes. Don't really care about like leaderboard positions and ice, but I just want to get 100 million collection done as fast as possible, since otherwise it would take 75 hours, and that's not really the best, you know. I mean, you can just have minions down. If you had like if you had my minion setup without hypercatalysts down for a derpy cycle, you'll get more than 100 mil ice collection. And you probably wouldn't need to free will them either. But maybe Mithril Infusion. But yeah, if you had the ice minion set up down for a derpy cycle, you'd get 100 mil coal. 100 mil collection. You know, enchanted clock as well. I have not been doing good with the enchanted clock. I have definitely not kept up with it as much as I should have, but oh well. That being said, I should look at my minions just to make sure that they haven't broken. Because they can break with this setup. Number one ice having over 5 bill ice, he would have to be doing ice every time Jerry Workshop is here all the time. So he spent tens of hours devising one of the methods. It's just like private island ice, uh, but I don't know. He uses some freaky stuff. Minion, hold on a minute. He's disappeared. Where did he go? Hold on a minute. Where did he go? He's left. No. They used their free will. They're gone. No. This is so sad, chat. My ice minions. They've left me yet again. You have a stack of paper on your desk from it? Jesus. You're progressing towards the minimum coal weight to join mining cult? Hell yeah. From the designing. Oh. I mean, that does sound pretty good. I think minimum coal weight for mining cult is like 1.8k. Hold on, let's look at your coal weight then. I'm going to spell biscuit wrong, aren't I? Guaranteed. How do you spell biscuit? Fuck. Hold on. It's just... Okay. Okay. There we go. 1066. Still a few hundred coal weight to go, but a few hundred coal weight's not too bad. It's definitely a lot of mining, but it's not too bad. Mining cult just be named WBop Yapping and Blaze Slayer, it's nothing more. I mean, we had some interesting stuff recently, I think, right? What happened in Mining Cult? I swear there was some interesting stuff there. Wheatman's back, I think. Wheatman might be grinding. I don't think Wheatman's online, actually. Where? Where is he? Where did he go? Offline a day and 9 hours ago. This is so sad. But we might have Wheatman grinding again. Wheatman banned bridge. Damn. Wait, has no one said anything in bridge? Legit skill issue, it said thanks. In the description. I mean, my description is probably wrong for coal weight. Like 1,850 coal weight is probably less than that. If you want like the accurate thing for coal weight for the guild, it's you want to check the Discord. Let me just see. Okay, it doesn't say in the support section. Server info. Is it in here? Yeah, I don't know where it says it. But I think my description might be outdated for coal weight for getting in the guild. It's probably less than 1.85k. You did a bit of powder mining recently, as in like 8 million gemstone powder worth. I mean, that's good. But I feel like, unless you're going for specifically high amounts of each of the powders, I wouldn't go past just max powder for each of the powders. But that's just me. That's just me and my barely maxed gemstone powder. Although I think I'm probably a little bit more than just max gemstone powder now. Now that I've been mining, doing comms actually gives you a little bit of gemstone powder. I probably have like a decent bit more than just maxed. Have some overflow gemstone powder. Oh, I bit the inside of my cheek. So it's actually kind of it's kind of annoying. Well, not annoying. It's kind of painful. So when I'm like speaking, I know I'm like fucking up. Ah, it's pain, chat. It's pain. Tis pain. Because I can feel like, yeah, it's just ouch. Alrighty, having said there's two ice methods that are better and you refined one of them, could I know the one that's still better but not as good as yours? I really don't want to run around the glacial cave for 100 hours like Moltres did. The second best method requires a party, Yeti loot sharing, and all the best methods require doing most of the rest of the game to get block fortune. No. You have max block fortune aside from magical power. You're missing some, potions, discords, so images. Ah. This is a very DM type conversation. But it seems like meta is happening in my chat. There may be ice meta discussions that are moving towards the DMs, but there you go. You have a party of people for Legion so that you can get more block fortune so that you can so that you can cook up a shit ton more mining. I don't know. Move to Discord. I see. I see. I see. But yeah, I mean, I haven't streamed in a week, so you'd think I'd have a lot to say, but I actually don't. One thing I did just code today is I made, you know that thing I do where I go and look for um I'm gonna sneeze. It's nice that this headphones these head what fucking whatever. It's nice these headphones have an easy mute button. 'Cause I remember the last headphones I had wasn't so easy. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, you know that thing I do where I look at the price of crystal fragments. Where is it? Fucking yeah, I go in here and look for crystal frags, and then look at the hypercatalysts, so I can see what the coin to bit ratio is, and see if I can sell my bits. I um I just automated that through Python, so it gets the API data from the bazaar, and then gives me the bit to coin ratio. That is quite nice. I'm going to use that instead of instead of looking myself. What I might do is, because I don't know how often I want to run it, because ideally you want to run it as often as possible, so when there's a time where it's a really good Bitcoin ratio, that's when you try and sell as much as you can. But obviously you can't just like spam the API, otherwise you'll most likely just get API banned. And I'd rather not be API banned. So yeah, I don't know how often would be fine for me to take the API data from Bazaar for that. But yeah, just like every now and then, just take the API data from the Bazaar and then see uh, see if it's a good time to sell my bits. Because I really do need to sell my bits. Well, being almost at 3 million is a little silly. Like, I need to start selling those because I don't have the liquid. I mean, I kind of do at 1.4 billion, but I need more liquid cash to then buy the cookies to restart the cycle. Because eventually I'm going to run out of available bits, and then I'm not getting my free coins. We can't be having that. I need my free coins. I need as many coins. I need as much passive income as I can get. As we all do, as we all should. Reminds me of I don't know what it is, but it's like a common thing where you have like a sword and then you have that animation where it slices through something and you're on the other side and then it like actually cuts in half after some time. Just reminds me of that. Yeah. It is getting better, but it's still annoying. The ST ping thing. Mm. What else do I need to talk about? So, the community hub thing is done. So we'll get the fishing up or fishing, whatever that community fishing update will be. We'll get that soon. Are you still okay? I am indeed. I am indeed okay. But hello, Apache in Twitch chat. What else is there? What else happened since last stream? Oh, you see a lot of mining XP, so I have to ask if you're okay. Fair enough. I mean, I am like #1 mining XP, so it does make sense. How many suffering did make you get #1? Uh, how you mean like how much suffering it was to get #1? I mean, I did mine a lot, which is kind of self-evident, but I don't know. It just takes a long time, that's all it is. That's all skyblock really is anyway. How many hours? How many hours does it take to get to this point? How much time? Is that 17 billion overflow? It is indeed. Yeah, fucking didn't speak well for a second there. I remember when I first changed this to red, I thought like, oh, is that like too much? Does it look too bad? But after a lot of time, actually it's fine. It's not as bad as I remember when I first changed from like light blue to red. So you do nothing in the video game but mine. In hypixel skyblock, I pretty much only do mining. But that's hypixel skyblock. It's the thing that I like doing in skyblock. Most of the other parts of the game are just not really for me. I mean, that being said, I have done other parts of the game. Like, I maxed out Rift. I did Blaze 9. In fact, actually, all of my Slayers maxed out. Other than Wolf, because obvious reasons, there's not really any good. Yeah, actually, I have maxed out Slayers. So I have done Slayers. What's my playtime? Oh, you don't want to ask that question. Oh, you don't. Oh no. You really don't want to ask that question. That is a question of all time. That is that is a question. Almost 1,000 days of mining? Nah, not really. Definitely a few thousand hours of mining, but definitely not 1,000 days. How much of that time is AFK? Let's have a look. So about 15,000 of that time is AFK. Probably more. Maybe 16 or 17,000 of those hours are AFK. So it is still a decent amount of hours, but like way more than 50% of it is AFK. AFKing is good. It's a really good way of getting money. It's funny. AFKing increases your playtime, but it decreases the amount of time you need to play to get the same amount of stuff. So it's, it's time efficient in that way. You just AFK while you're doing other things in life, and you get bits, you get coins. In fact, I can increase the amount of money I get from AFK, so I should probably do that. It's just that it's so expensive to where it's not worth it. But also, I probably should just do it anyway, just because like eventually over time it. Okay, yeah, I need to like work out the financials of it, but like, eh. Is anybody even remotely close to catching your number one XP spot? Yeah, number two is 600-ish million XP below me. So he's like if he locked in, he'd probably pass me in how many days? Like 2 weeks, roughly, if he locked in. And I didn't mine at all. Um, so you kind of chilling? Not really. Like, 2 weeks does go by quite quickly. Let's see, like 600 mil, and then I guess locking in is probably more like 70 mil a day. So it's probably like 8.5 days. But then like 50 mil is probably more realistic, so you're probably looking at 12 days. Do you want to keep the spot? Yeah, I want to have number one XP for at least a little bit longer than I have had it. Um, because I haven't had it long enough for the amount of time that it took to get there, realistically. That is a part of it at least. It's like the amount of time that it took to get to number one versus like the amount of time that I stay at number one. It would, I want that to be a little bit longer. I mean, the unfortunate thing is technically leaderboard wise, not number one because there is an API off guy above me. But they're most likely macroing or cheating in some way, most likely. Not that I have not that I have any evidence for it, but it's just like my feeling, my just based off of like how much I know about the whole thing. You know, like if number two, like real number two, so technically number three, but if real number two passed me, like that's I know he's legit, so it'd be fine. But like real number one, like API off number one, is it's probably not legit. But there you go. How is number one not caught? If you mean like cheating wise, I mean like there's multiple things. It's like I don't know if he's cheating. I feel like he's probably macroing or probably like cheating in some way. Um, but he could not be. That could be one reason why uh I haven't like outpaced him. Um, Another thing is that they, just haven't caught him because like the macro users, they just, they don't know he's cheating type thing. Like Watchdog hasn't caught him because like stuff. And then what is it? Oh yeah, the other thing also, he could have been caught and banned. This is another potential scenario. Is he not? He could have been caught, banned, and wiped, But he might have gotten to like 17 billion or 20 billion XP. And as far as I know, people don't get taken off the leaderboard and, your ranks aren't automatically updated until you pass someone. So he could, in theory, just be like banned, wiped, and gone already. Um, but I haven't passed him or wherever he got to. So, it could be that. Superior Dragon B. EPUD 44's co-op. Is that who it is, Kleiner? You saying like that's who number one API off is? What XP would you predict this fake number one is on? I have no idea. In theory, I could gauge how much they could have if Hosh Lucas knew when he was passed and I knew when I was passed. Because then I could take... You could just average out the amount of XP gained during that period. And then you could guess, like, oh, or the API off guy gained this amount during that period and say that got consistent. Or say if that was consistent, then you just extrapolate that to how long it's been since he passed me. And then, in theory, how much he would have had, type thing. That's who number one API off may be, but he definitely got wiped. Well then. So in theory, I could get number one again if that another in theory API off number one is wiped. Which just means like over time if I gain enough XP, then I might become number one again. But then unfortunately Hosh Lucas stays number three until he passes API off guy. So that'd be unfortunate for him. It's also a funny thing because like it's not just mining XP. I in theory am supposed to be second in taming according to the API on leaderboards. So most likely he's also second in taming XP. He had 500 million compact on his drill and got 36 billion pet XP on a snail without a quick claw. Without a mining XP boost, so he had quick claw on. Damn. So it might have been like an obsidian macro then. Is that what you're saying? Because if it was an obsidian macro, then that is interesting. Imagine the worst combination, macro and Yuka. So they just have insane collection and XP rates, and they do it 24/7. That would be crazy. 26 billion pet XP. He was an obsidian macro. Well then. Let's say he was the API off number one XP. Wonder if we could guess how much he has. Is a Nuka as well. So macro and Nuka, that is extra levels of cringe. How do pet XP rates work? I'm not the best on it. Because there's been times where like mining and fishing pets have gained 50% more XP than other pets because mining and fishing used to be slow XP skills. Now they're the highest XP skills. But whether hypixel has since gotten rid of that 50% skill XP boost, I don't know. But in theory, it should be quite simple. It's just the experience that your pet gets, and then, it tells you there, it gains 27% of your equipped pet's XP. So in theory, that would be whatever the XP that your pet gets, which might be multiplied by taming, although apparently not. Because apparently taming wisdom doesn't work. But the taming skill itself, I think, does. I think. So you should be getting 60% extra pet XP, right? So maybe whatever you get, your pet gets 60% more than whatever you get. Not entirely sure on that one. I don't know that for certain. So I don't know. It's something you'd need to look into and look at all of the different ways that pets gain extra XP. Because I think there's other things that pets get like multiplied by. 500 million blocks around 17 billion XP. 17 billion XP. If he got wiped early on into passing me, that would be great. Because imagine I get to like 18 billion overflow. Or, you know, not even 18 billion overflow. Imagine I get to like 17.5 and I suddenly become number one again. That'd be crazy. That'd be great. That'd be wonderful. I wouldn't have the copium of like, oh, I'm still number one. I'm still technically number one. I would just actually be number one. That'd be sick. That'd be great, chat. I could go back to being number one mining XP without the copium. Foraging coming not before GTA 6. We'll see. We'll see how foraging goes. I think foraging is going to be quite nice. Because we have had a good amount of like small updates, but foraging just as an update in general is going to be... Because we haven't had a large one in a while, I think. We really do need a larger update to keep people satisfied, I think. Foraging releasing on the same date as Hightail. Is foraging a myth? Is foraging actually not real? Is it fake? Is it vaporware? Is it not true? To be honest, there's definitely some obby expert that can tell you about it. Like, I don't know if we know if we wait. I don't know if we know who top obby leaderboard players are. I see. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just hope that that is correct in the sense of like if number one API off is like just 17 billion point. If he's 17.6 overflow, but he's wiped so he can't get any more, but then the leaderboard just doesn't update because, you know, programming. That would be like the best outcome. Because eventually, inflation-wise, everyone overtakes him. Um, okay, maybe not everyone, but you know what I mean. Like the Hosh Lucas eventually overtakes him. I eventually overtake him. Um, I mean, one of the other problems about it is that there seems to be quite a bit of them. There seems to be quite a bit of API off people. And I'm not saying like everyone API off in top 10 mining XP is a macro, but the amount of people that are above RVAL is a bit weird. Like RVAL should realistically be third and stay third. It is hard to get that amount of XP. Well, not hard, it just takes a long time. And realistically, the quickest way to get that amount of XP is doing what I'm doing right now, in which case you would be well higher than most people in Glaciite powder, mineshafts entered, lapis corpses looted, all those types of things. The fact that, you know, the people that are high in those leaderboards aren't anywhere near the XP of Arval. Okay, maybe they're a bit near, but you get what I mean. They're not at the XP of Arval. It makes it very, very sus. If you are some top obby miner, which to be honest I don't know anyone who still is, then you'll definitely get more information. That would be quite nice. Hunting skill gonna be better than foraging. I mean, we'll find out. I'm excited for it. Foraging is gonna, you know, there's much hype around foraging, and there's a good reason for it. 1.20, the foraging update in general, new content. Like, in theory, there's some banger stuff coming. In theory. That is the hopium. I think one of the ways that we can sort of partially judge the success of the foraging update is the 1.20 features. Like, if it's just 1.20 support and there's not anything like tech-wise new, then that might be a little concerning. But we'll see. Who's Maurice, by the way? This is fucking Maurice from Madagascar. King Julian. I'd play the what's it called? I'd play the Move It song, but guaranteed that's copyrighted. Guaranteed. One thing that isn't copyrighted, though, or at least I'm pretty sure it's not. I mean, it's copyrighted, but I'm pretty sure you can play it on stream. That's right, video game OSTs. Hell yeah, chat. We're gonna play one of the songs I've been listening to, not really recently, but recently enough. See, I would hold on. I would actually play that, but the problem is I don't have the connection for it. If I had like a good connection, then I could like speed run a bit more of the mining, and then the hype music would actually fit the gameplay. Me lagging around just chatting doesn't really fit the song, you know? It doesn't fit. That being said, that OST is banging. Such a good OST. It's Sonic Rush, one of the DS games that I had. That is you, Macash. You said your name starts with M, and I said a lot of names that are popular in Britain. You didn't say yes. I have not met... I've not met anyone called Maurice. Maurice is definitely a unique one. It just reminds me of the lemur from Madagascar. That's just such a banging song as well. Like fucking Madagascar has some bangers. Why don't I'm not Maurice now? God damn it, man. You know what I've been called in Guild? Guild have named me Mac and Cheese. Guild have named me fucking Macash Roni and Cheese. Fucking what else? Max Cash. That's another one. Which is actually kind of a banger name if you think about it. Max Cash is technically a name. Max is a name, but then Cash is also. I've heard of the surname Cash. Max Cash is actually a banging name and surname combo. That's kind of banging. It's kind of good. Because you don't sound like a foreigner. Well, I'm not a foreigner to England. I guess. Actually, one of the funny things that happened, so in between this, this last stream, Mining Cult got moderators, which is an interesting thing. And initially, they had access to guild channels when they, weren't in guild. Which is funny because like most of the guild was like, nah, they shouldn't have guild access, including me. They shouldn't. So and it was funny because one of the moderators was like, it's a bit weird with mods having not having access to everything on the server. I'm thinking to myself like, I don't know about that. It doesn't sound right. It does not sound correct. But yeah, that was a funny thing that happened. They once had access to guild channels, and now they don't. Except they have access to the Meow channel. You know what? I shouldn't. I shouldn't be leaking guild channels. I'm not gonna leak him. I've leaked the Meow channel, but that's fine. People can know about the Meow channel. You hate the new moderators, especially Has. Knows nothing about mining. I mean, they just like moderate the rest of the server that I don't really interact with. I don't really know what goes on in Mining Cult Discord outside of like the guild channels and stuff. I pretty much do my daily high in Bridge or Guild General, and then just like mine. The daily Mining Cult good morning message. He's not mining here. Yeah, no, he's leaving. Your daily high. The daily guild chat high. In fact, I might start a high chain. Now, you can't do it within the game. You have to do it like in Bridge. You do a high in Bridge and then everyone does a high chain. See, that's when you really get a high chain going. It's nice near the end of the stream that the connection has been getting better. It's not great, but it's like at least a little bit better since the start. One of the things that I was thinking about today, a little bit earlier when I was coding the crystal fragment to hypercatalyst calculator, was basically I want to do more coding, man. That was fun. Not exactly like the coding of that thing in particular was like anything much. Like it's quite literally just getting bizarre data um and then doing like minor calculations. But I want to do more coding, man. I want to do more coding. Hello, Hush Lucas. How you doing, man? Macash when swapped to third divans drill with spicy cheese for powder leaderboard. I know you care for that zero point 0.1 mining wisdom from seasoned mineman, but then you ignore 3 technical mining wisdom by the pristine slot. Uh, I don't know, man. I'm not going to swap to a third divans drill. I do want a third divans drill, but I'm not sure when I'm not sure when I'm going to do that. When should I buy a third divans drill? I have the coins for it, so I guess I could just do it at any point, but eh. There probably needs to be something to where, it needs to be like I don't know. There needs to be something that pushes me to it. Something that pushes me to this third Dylan Stroll. You know that I just got reminded of? I was looking at some previous streams and I was watching them a little bit just to see. I forgot what I was looking for specifically. But one thing that was interesting was when I was reading out chat, I realized that I missed so many messages and so many questions, and it was so annoying. Like, I don't know how I missed so many questions and shit. Because from what I remember, I generally when I'm streaming, I feel like I pretty much read everything in chat. Generally, sometimes when the chat's going quite quickly, I probably might miss something. But what I saw when I was watching the VOD back was I went on like a decently long rant, and then I think I just missed like a shit ton of questions, which is so annoying, man. It was a bunch of stuff that yeah, I thought I'd read out pretty much everything from chat, but there was so much I missed. So many good questions that I could have had like a long rant about, a good long talk. It was sad. It was so sad. Because I was thinking for one stream I might actually, maybe not now because it's just been so long since that stream, but some of the streams where like I look back and see how many messages or how many like questions I've missed, and then just like actually just answer them. I think sometime I don't know what it is or why I missed them. I don't know whether I read them and then just thought I'd respond to them, but then I didn't, or maybe I was like, oh, I've read that, let me get back to it, and then just didn't get back to it. No idea. No idea what the issue was, but oh well. It's so bad. Look at the connection. Look how shit that is. That is just that's horrible. Look at this. That's so bad, man. I'll try and stream when I have better connection, but I don't know what is actually causing the bad connection, so what I really don't want it, what I don't want to happen is when I stop stream today, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll stream when I have good connection again, and then I check like a few like every day for a few days, and then like a few days in, it's still 4 megabytes up, and it's just gonna act like this on stream. That would be horrible, man, because then it'd just be like I wouldn't be streaming just because of the internet then, as opposed to the other reasons I don't stream more often. But yeah. Anyways, one nice thing is, well, a thing that I complain a lot about is I usually don't have content to watch, shit to watch while I'm mining off stream. But lucky me, chat, I've got a few live streams. That's right, a few live stream VODs lined up to watch while I'm mining off stream. I've got like at least 8 hours of content to watch, and it's brilliant. It's amazing. I've actually got shit to watch. It's actually just it's wonderful. I've got shit to watch. I've got mining to, I've got free time to mine as well. It's just absolute cinema. What do you recommend for money? Well, there is something that is really good right now in mining, but I'm not going to leak it. I'm not going to leak it. Uh, but otherwise, otherwise, what else is there in mining? I mean, technically, you're just asking for money. You didn't necessarily say mining. Whatever you enjoy doing in the game will most likely have a method that has a good amount of money attached to it. So is there anything particularly like you like doing in the game, like dungeons, or maybe mining, maybe farming? Is there anything in particular you like doing? Because ultimately, if you can stomach doing it for a long time, then that is a lot more important than the sheer amount of money that you get from it per hour. What part of the game do you most enjoy? Because you could mine Timite in the Rift. That's a good money-making method. Or at least it was at one point. You like dungeons? I'm sure there's a bunch of dungeons money-making methods out there. I don't know what they are, because I don't really do dungeons or look at dungeons content. But guaranteed there's some, well, maybe not guaranteed, but I'm sure there's some not mining. I'm sure there's some dungeons money-making method out there. Anyone in chat know of any? Because I spent a lot of time in Skyblock, but it's not really in the dungeon section. Any dungeoneers in chat? You love the Glaciate Golem skin so much you want to use it, but the pet is so useless besides Jasper Mineshafts. Yeah. Are Opal Shafts worth it at all? Because I feel like they're probably a little bit more common. Even if the gemstone isn't as good to sell. But it is better than, Oh, wait, hold on. Is it? Or is it, though? That's like a decent price for these gems. I've almost forgotten what the NPC price is. That's surprising that those ones are that high. Actually above NPC is crazy. Opal are the same rarity as Jasper. I feel like I get more Opal than Jasper. But then that's only 2 instances I would use it in. I mean, yeah, I don't know. The more instances that you can use it in, the better, I guess. You have more likely, um, Well, you have more time to mine. Otherwise, if you're just waiting around for Jasper, then you wouldn't be mining during that time. You're trying for a Hyperion? I see, I see. Well, I don't really have anything for you, but you could definitely uh, YouTube or Google for dungeons money-making methods. I'm sure there are some. Something to do with floor 4, I bet, has money to it. I don't know if floor drops a lot of money anymore. So people just like farm the the shit that you get from floor 4. I forget what it's called. Although, you know, floor 4 is notoriously a pain in the ass. Could go for powder leaderboard and use it for comms. You could do that. You know what? Does anyone want to like mine just specifically Jasper and then go for number 1 Jasper? No, Glaciite, not Jasper. Glaciite. Anyone want to mine specifically Glaciite and go for number 1 Glaciite? That is what I was trying to say. Who even is number 1 Glaciite? Is it Utopla still? Or was Utopla past? Leaderboard Glaciite collection. Let's see what the bot says. Who is number 1 Glaciite? Who? IXE high X. Ike's high X? Who's this? And why do they have 100? Oh, Z Hexy. He posted it in Flexing today and Utopla's third. Oh, good on him. That's pretty sick. I'll put a GG on that. Shit is not loading quickly for me. 100th in Spruce. Huge. 1000th in Glaciite. Let's see. Someone dropped an alloy. Oh, there you go. Number 1 Glaciite. And he's got like the high definition text. It's pretty sick. GG's to them. Big. But yeah, that's 156. That is quite a ways away from where I am. Although I'm almost a third of it. Almost a third of number 1. I'll take that. No, you're not a huge texture pack fan? Yeah, I can't really be bothered with texture packs. Some do look cool though. Or some textures are quite nice. There are some nice ones in Firth Sky. I think the drill one from Firth Sky does look pretty good. I could just yoink the texture from Firth Sky. The divans drill one. But then I've also just had the default one for so long. Do I really want to yoink Firth Sky's drill? I could. Could do that. But could you think about using Lucy's pack that Zach plays AN uses? It would look so sick with a font and doesn't change a lot of the blocks. Nah. I quite like vanilla. I did do the texture pack thing a little bit ago. I mean, I say a little bit ago. It was a long time ago. But I have a little bit of Firth Sky in my pack. been so long. You're so stubborn. Yep. Indeed I do be. Indeed. $20 for a sheep? Holy. Anyways. Ah. Ah. Server too laggy. Can I do it here at least? Please? Oh no, the connection's getting worse, chat. It's over. It's so over. It's so over for the stream. It's done. Can I even... I actually just can't exit the floor. I've been consumed by the floor. You know what? Fuck it. We'll try it again. I actually just can't. Oh, hold on. I've exited the floor. Okay, let's see. Has the game updated, or is it still trying to update my position? Is it going to teleport me back in the stack? It is. And there we go. W-Ups auctions. Oh, and it just cancelled it. Oh, and I've been teleported back. Oh, and I'm back here. And it's caught up. Let's go. Let's go. A cool rock going for 8.3 bill. And then a sheep for 20 bill. Holy rich. Holy rich. He's gaining my net worth, chat. In one AH bid. Or one AH cell group. Well, it's more like half of my net worth, but yeah. How did I miss that jump? Here we go. Now we're cooking. Please. Uh... Well. It's been a stream. I think I'll end it here because I did say I was going to have it be a short stream just because of the connection. Ideally, I would have gone for longer. Ideally, I would have talked about more things during the stream, but you know, sometimes streams are good. Like the past few streams have been pretty decent from what I remember. Like the previous one and the one before that, if I remember correctly, they were like really good streams. And then sometimes you'll get streams like this, so it is what it is, unfortunately. But I think I'll end it here. Thank you all for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, follow on Twitch. Be excited for the foraging update, maybe. I hope that comes out soon. Be excited for the next Macash stream. Yeah. Where I may or may not title the stream something different other than Macash mining stream with a number at the end of it. You never know. And you never know. Maybe the next stream will be, you know, not next week. Maybe it will be only in a few days, but we shall see. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.